name is Joel Morejon of hitexposure.com, Internet Marketing, New York City.
Does a favorite car ad come to mind?
The Mercedes car ad, where the Mercedes drives in through the museum, breaking the window, and placing itself in history. That was a brilliant ad.
Do you think cars are important?
I think cars are very important. Cars have been part of our lives for many, many, many years. Currently, a lot of us spend most of our time in our cars, and if we don't, there's always that car to take you away to wherever it is that you want to go to. When I'm in my car, I feel the most free. I can go wherever I like, however I like. Cars are very important.
What's the favorite car you've ever owned?
Favorite car I've ever owned was a Porsche 911 1989 25th anniversary Cabrio. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Cabrio, that car just looked perfect in a convertible. I've been a Porsche enthusiast since as old as I can remember, and to this day Porsche is my favorite car brand.
What was your first car?
My first car was a Porsche 924 1979 burgundy red. It used to live in the backyard of my aunt's house. When I was about 9 years old, I discovered it and would spend most of my time in that car, just imagining driving away with it. And sure enough, when I turned 15, it was given to me and became my project car, and it was on the road within 6 months.
What do you think makes a car good?
I think what makes a good car is a good balance of aesthetics and performance. You not only want a car that looks really good, but you also want a car that performs really good. When it comes to performance, I'm looking at speed, suspension, steering, braking. Any one of those elements are missing and you no longer have a good car.
What's your favorite 911 generation?
My favorite 911 generation has to be the Carrera, especially from 87 to 89 when they introduced the G50 transmission. It's considered to be the last true 911s, and they sure are.
Money aside, what's your dream car?
My dream car would be a 993 Turbo. I have been putting money aside for that car for quite a while, and it will come. I will have that 993 Turbo. The first and only time I've driven my favorite car, the 993 Turbo, was when we were doing a service job on one. And of course, once the service job is done, someone needs to test drive, make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. At first, I was very, very hesitant for multiple reasons. And as I figured it would be the only chance I would have in quite a while, and it being my favorite car, I had to do it. The experience was more than I would ever think. The car is just a power machine with extreme braking and the best handling I've ever experienced. Just a total awesome ride.
Do you think cars like the Audi R8 and Aston Martin Vantage are encroaching on the 911's market?
I do believe so. I think that both of those cars are very, very good cars, and they appeal to the same market that someone who would buy a 997 Turbo would go after. Now these cars are producing with the same amount of quality and emphasis in aesthetics and performance the way that Porsche has. So yes, I think the competition is there.
I know you love Porsches, but what other car intrigues you right now?
The Audi R8 V10 really intrigues me. It's a very aesthetically pleasing car, very manly looking to me, and it seems like the performance from all the things that I've seen and heard, unfortunately I haven't been able to drive it yet, but that car really intrigues me. I think that's a car that I could buy, that I can have and be very happy with.